The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning. Let's see what we can do to help all of you people today. It's amazing what we can do with some knowledge. It's amazing what happens when people give you bad information. We're going to talk about both of those today. My name is Ray. Last name is Reynolds. Write it down. You're going to want to get to know me. Why? Because I brought in my first million at 14 and a half. I brought in 2.6 billion at 26 corporate structure. So let's understand. That's why they call me the Godfather of credit. Kind of fun, but the difference is I got that nickname on KNX radio years ago. Been on there about 48 years now. This is live to let you know. I don't like anything that's really pre-recorded. I like live. Bottom line today, I want to show you a bunch of goodies how I obtained the American dream. I'm online currently 6 days a week. Now, rags to riches, that was me being born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. She didn't want me. I got to be with Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. So my journey wasn't so fun. But you know what? I wanted out of hell. So let me show you what I got to do. And today, your beginning is going to be with me. Let's play. Now, one of my books coming out this year, too, is called Bite Your Tongue, Love Longer. Unfortunately, most people, especially men, don't know how to shut up. And then they go blah, blah, blah to the person they love in their life, like their wife or their whatever. And you know what? They're like tape recorders. Once you say it, you can't take it back. Maybe you'll get a copy of my book called Bite Your Tongue, Love Longer, too. Ultimate goal, look behind that curtain. Because there's what you got to do. You got to learn how to play. Now, the bottom line is for me about personal credit. Everybody tends to screw it up and go, ah! But I'm the guy that trained Ken Yarborough years ago. You know why? That was TRW. Thomas Raymond Warridge. The report's wrong. Which way you want to say it? Then they became Experian. Let's take our credit cards in our purse and wallet today. Let's take them and put a sticky in the back of it. If you listen, learn, and you do exactly what I tell you to do, I'll guarantee you a 750 score. I'll guarantee you the $1 million dream too. Write down the limit on the sticky, or maintain 25% always. All right, never pass 29%. These cards represent $100,000. And if I only use 29% of the cards, I get 71,000 of safety credit. In case blank hits a fan, lost a job, or pandemic. You see, this crap's got to stop. That's what you've been doing to you and your family, and that's got to be stopped. Today, I want you to write down a line of defense. Next, maybe you got a corporation. Oh, goody for you. What does that mean? I got a corporation. You spend thousands of dollars, you didn't learn diddly squat. Well, when they sue the corporation, by the way, they sue you because you're named on it on the Secretary of State's website. But if you create the line of defense and you create what? The division process that I invented in 1985-86, I guarantee you'll never bring the pain home ever again. Next, we're going to put all your ducks in a row. That's what they told me as a kid. I asked them to explain it to me, and they couldn't do that too. So I had to give them a solution. It's a corporation, 3 divisions. All right, and never bring the damn pain home. If you bring the pain home after you meet me because you didn't listen, you didn't turn these up loud enough. Maybe that's the problem too. I got a foolproof program. You can't even screw it up. Now let's understand something today. These are clients. You ever recognize some of them? Pretty simple. How about Superman at Gold's Gym? How about college professor too? How about homeless? How about Giovanni, $1,600,000? How about little Karen in Long Beach? Oh, $1,200,000 too. She got her YouTube videos. And you got those people coming out of prison too. Here's Freeway Ricky Ross. 3 gold and platinum cards up to $1 million in credit on that too, and his wife as well. But you know what? You don't like me now. Oh, well, what can I say? 26 years Thomas was in prison. And what did he do when he came out? I became his coach every week, almost every other day, coaching him personally. Within 8 months, he got his first dump truck business. Now he does millions a year. Would you like to do exactly what I'm telling him to do and want me to tell you? But again, it's going to be up to you to pay attention. Your biggest problem is your biggest mistake not understanding. The biggest mistake that everybody in the United States of America doesn't understand, and the biggest mistake they do all the time is not under the SSN and SS4. So let's understand. Let's explain it to you. We get one SSN, and if you got it yourself, that was before Nixon took the gold standard out in 71. You got it from 14 to 16 years old. If afterwards, that means mommy did it for you, because they wouldn't release you from the hospital with mommy unless you signed the SSN. See, it's called We the People, but the SSN is what? How they track our income. 1040 tax return until we're dead. Now, we look at grocery stores and banks every day. They have a branch number. And they bankrupt branch numbers. So here's a corporation, when there's a branch number, they bankrupt that location, they get a tax credit. Here's the form you didn't pay attention to too. The SS4. Line 1 says legal name of entity. Oh, that's corp, division, subsidiary. Or it also says individual person. So if you let me put your name on line 1, I can establish credit reports for you under tax ID. Here's the SSN 1040 tax return. Here's SS4 1120 tax return, known as a tax ID. See, you never had to bring the pain home in the first place. Truly, your second chance. You see, when you take your cards and you jack them up, get stuck, can't get any more, couldn't write out diddly squat, I'm sorry to say, that's called stupid. And you're not stupid. But if you take corporate credit under the tax ID, you can write it all off. Isn't that the way you're supposed to do it anyway? So why don't we write down irs.gov? Get a hold of the 1244. Let's make sure you know how to file so you never pay tax ever again. Now, the lack of knowledge is why people do stupid things. I just want to show you what I did for me and you can do for you. So here's the United States of America Incorporated. They got 50 corps called states. They got corps called cities. They invented Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act. So they can bankrupt the hell out of the debt of 11 cities, stay in business in front of you, while you keep going home and going boo-hoo-hoo and bringing the pain home to your family too. We the people. Corporation's a legal person. So let's understand that today. Now, I want you to understand why I created the program that I did. All right, because I didn't want to bring the pain home like you. And I wanted a second chance in case I needed one too. So understand, I want you to have 9 divisions today. Write down 9 divisions. Let's write down your name and let's write down division of you. Pay attention. Here we go. There's that application again. I take your name today, I put it on line 1. That allows me in my system to build a Experian, Treasurer, and Equifax. And then everything that credit gets to do is write it all off. Corporation, division, subsidiary. So we can play if you pay attention today. So let's understand, I'm going to show you one of the goodies I obtained. It's only $1 million Lamborghini for the Lamborghini collection. Here's the keys. What do we get to do? If I buy the Lamborghini under me and my SSN, and I can't pay the $6,800 a month, the creditor takes it back. And they take it away. And then they report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. So now I have a creditor problem and an IRS problem, and I really am stupid. But I didn't do it that way. If I buy it through the corp, they sue the corp, they sue me. I'm still a duck and a sheep. So what did I do? I bought it the Lamborghini through a division of a corporation. As I showed you, SSN, SS4, I guaranteed it as an SS4. What do I get to do? I have no intent to do fraud. So what I get to do is I get to disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Can't save it after 6 months. I get to bankrupt the hell out of it under the Federal Protection Act. At the same time, I'm maintaining my corporations and my pieces called divisions. You see, you got to learn to play. You sign a lease of a building, you don't sign the lease as you, or even the corporation too. You sign a division process. It's like the house, it's like the money you receive. All these silly people on TikTok, YouTube, and Google, oh, you want to get an LLC. This is how rich and famous people do it. That's called stupid. And then you get your kids work there for free and you get a tax credit too. All that's BS. You see, a corporation doesn't pay any damn tax till it's profitable. It's how you receive the money through the SS4. Doesn't matter what type of corporation you have in the beginning, too. You haven't made any damn money. Now we got to understand this card, 100,000 to $1 million. You know, under the Fair Lending Act, you can ask for 99 more. How many would you like? See, you can learn to play. Don't forget how I got that Lamborghini to a division. Something goes wrong, what do I get to do? Disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Basically, get a walk away from that too, and I get to do it again. Your problem is you didn't think about the problem, and you didn't plan a second chance. So I want you to understand not to be stressed out anymore. Maintain that 750, I get you. You got it. You as a me division, you can guarantee credit card, house, franchise. What is the ultimate goal? Never bring the pain home. Here you go again and again. So under the corporate umbrella. So we're going to teach you how to play. Draw that diagram today. I'll show it many times too. You see, I'd like you to look up your corporation today if you have one. Check out the Secretary of State's website. You'll find the corp, you'll find your name. When they sue it, they sue you. Congratulations, you're a duck and a sheep too. Wow. If you use your home address, please change it. That'd be kind of silly and dumb telling the world where you live. Never forget, put your ducks in a row. They sue the corp, you became a duck. So you better duck. That kind of sucks. So what if we have divisions of you and a line of defense too? More privately filed anyway. And guess what? You'll need 2 per item. You see, I invented this and a lot of things too. So let's understand today. When something goes wrong, as long as you have no intent to do fraud, it's not you. It's a division, it's a duck. So let's take your corporation or give you one. Let's get you $100,000 card. Let's get you 9 more. There's your first $1 million. Now, can you finance the American dream there and write it off too? So you got no excuses now you met me. We get to play. Corporate credit's a write-up, personal credit's not. As we play, write down credit, loan, and money. See, most cards above $10,000 on corporate credit doesn't show up on personal reports. So we take a $100,000 card and we take it all off. We put it in the bank. We reference it 3 times 5, and it becomes $1.5 million of a line of credit. See, borrow money is not taxable. You would use that to get a franchise or an apartment complex. Under the corporation, to give yourself financial freedom to the corporation for the rest of your life, your legacy. There's a $100 million building in front of you, $1 million Lamborghini, a $5 million mansion too, and $1 million race boat. Oh, by the way, I obtained those. I got my name on it too. You see, today I want to get you that 100,000 to the $1 million. Next, I want you to understand how bad you want it. It'll be up to you. Ray Reynolds, one source to get you where you want to go. So I like goodies. You like goodies yet? I'll show you all kinds of goodies that I obtain, and I'll help you and do it for you too. So if you want that $5 million mansion, let me add you to my credit system. Now, what I got to do is basically up front, I'm going to tell you the truth. It'll set you free, how you get the American dream. I got to analyze your credit. I have no choice. When I do that within 24 hours, I'm going to show you exactly what I need you to do to get to a 750 score in 90 days. I'm going to do most of the work for you anyway. We call it credit rebuilding because that's what it is. So we get to play. Now, remember, on Saturday at 1:30 in the afternoon, 1:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'll call your case number, and I'll tell you personally what I expect you to do because I'm going to hold your hand. You get to know Ray. That's me. What's your goal? We get to understand. Let me ask you a question. How many days are left of this year? You don't know. I want you to figure out working days. From there, here's my schedule. I'm online 6 days a week. Bottom line is basically I want to repackage you. And from there, 45 years, I've been doing this too. This coming weekend, if you miss this, how do I say this in the nicest way? This 3 days, I'm going to go through the Millionaires Founders Kit live from 9 in the morning to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The real estate system, how we got millions and billions in real estate. We're going to go through the financial series, 18 books, reaching your goal. You should be telling everybody you know to get into this too. Now, the office selling it for $3,000, good price. If you Zelle during this broadcast, so you're going to Zelle a deposit and lock it in with no excuses, I'm going to give you that 3 days with me. Simple. As we play, keep in mind. Here's what I want you to understand. I want you to take time to look in the mirror today. I want you to focus on you. What did you do yesterday to get to the $1 million dream? What have you done for the last 5 years? You've been having a rerun. We got to change the channel. Now, do you have the list of the repos list? Repo? Car, boat, house, apartments, a duplex? How about the probate list? How about the divorce list? How about a wholesale broker and supply and vendor list? Why don't you have those yet? You can build cash credit to the corp divisions, checkbook money, and supply and vendor credit too. Each one of those things should have $1 million. You see, if you push forward, by the time you turn around, you'll have a $10 million company. And I'm going to tell you what I tell everybody. I always say, the problem is you are holding yourself back. Don't think, just do. That's why you need to understand. You can also do expos and franchises and hedge funds. You don't want to miss this weekend, those 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, that boot camp. Believe me, you don't want to miss it at all. All right, so understand, if you did it now, during this broadcast, it's a life-changing event. I'm going to not only do this to be ridiculous, I'm going to add $10,000 to a package of cash credit. I'm going to give you the 18 books and CDs if you sign up during this webinar. There you go. Bottom line, there's your Zelle. Take a picture. If you're not Zelling Ray Reynolds recipient and Ray at RayCredit.com, you're going to miss the opportunity of a lifetime. See, I like goodies. Don't you like goodies? How many goodies would you like? God's gift, the race boats and the mansions and the yachts in the backyard, helicopters, buildings, Lamborghinis, pay tax, buy a Lamborghini too. Don't you like goodies yet? How many goodies would you like? I can show you more goodies than this. This is just a little taste. Now, here it is. I want to explain something to you. I kicked the basketball hoop at 10 and 11 years old. Me in the door jam too. I hold the record for the highest kick and the fastest kick on the planet. By the way, white men do jump. Just stupid people say we don't. Next, I broke out the lights that night. No matter where you come from, you can reach your goals. There's no excuse besides you being lazy. And the bottom line is, I don't hear no. When they say no, I think thank you. I walk away and find a way anyway. See, you got to stop bringing the pain home. The lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man and woman. You're not stupid. But why did you do something stupid? The #1 coach for 33 years, by the way, is me. So if you want to learn the 1,000 steps and be the certified CFO, you get your butt to that workshop this weekend. My legacy is the Ray Reynolds University, leaving $10 billion there too. Now, I like to build credit for people, personal and business. So usually when they get in a program, I'll build them the credit, basically pay them back up to times 10 usually. Draw the diagram in front of you. This is a corporation managing divisions. Your banks and grocery stores use subsidiaries. They bankrupt locations in your face, and you don't pay attention enough to understand how they play. I think today is your day to learn to stop bringing the pain home. Be a certified CFO. Literally know how to get to the $1 million dream in your mind too. So understand, I created my first blueprint when I was 9.5 years old. I call it See It, Believe It, Go Get It. So today I want you to understand, my thought of the week is pretty simple. All right, what does it take? What does it take to get you past go? Your problem, you're stuck. And if you don't listen and let me hold your hand all the way, sorry, you're going to be stuck the next 5 years till you're dead. It's about time you step up to the plate and let me repackage you. Here you go. Corporation divisions. What does it do? Stops bringing the pain home. You put your ducks in a row and I repackage you under the same corporate umbrella. I got no excuses, neither do you. My new TV show coming up in 2024 is going to have fun helping the people. What I want to do to you today. Now here's some rich and famous people. Pretty simple. From there, I help homeless people. Keep people coming out of prison too. What did most of you do? You sit around the kitchen table and talk to your friends and family about starting a business. And then all of a sudden, basically, you think about, what if something goes wrong? Well, then you jacked up your credit cards, you jacked up your house, you got stuck, you couldn't get any more, or you couldn't ride up diddly squat anyway. By the way, that's the wrong way. Our goal is not to bring the pain home. So as we play today, write down today's date. Let's project 90 working days. I wrote Winning the Game of Business 45 years ago. I sold it at the Bonaventure for 32 years for $5,000 a set. We're going to tear it apart page by page this weekend. The real estate system, millions and billions, and become the bank and tax balancing too. So the 18 books are yours free when you sign up today for anything more than $1,000. If not, you can buy them by themselves for $9.99. So starter package, starter, running the business. You better understand, starting that business, you better hold your breath. The people around you want to knock you off the cliff. All right, they might not even catch you. So let's understand, what do I do every day? I wake up at 2:25. I get to my knees. I say, thank you, Jesus, for another day. Then I go look in the mirror. I've been putting myself in my mirror test since I was 2.5 years old, putting myself in check. Most people listen to their friends and family. It clouds your direction. You might want to listen and learn today, because I want to change your life too. So here's July 4th, 2009. I got 3 yachts in the backyard worth millions and billions. I'm helping people at the Bonaventure 6 days a week online and in person too. But July 4th, 2009, what did I do? Wife wants to take one of the yachts out and watch the fireworks. I get to die the next day. I hear my tax attorney trick my wife to sign a POA. The nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. They're going to rip out my heart and take it away. Well, the bottom line is, God gave me a choice to stay in peace or go back. I said go back. So I want to take away your excuses. See, I had to move 24 times. I'm 11.5 years old. I've been shot twice, knifed 6 times. I got no excuse. Neither do you. Our goal is to make sure you understand. Like my book coming out this year also, Jesus is not a drive-through. Being a Christian is a way of life, not a moment in time. The ultimate goal. So let's get you past go. Let's show you some Lamborghinis. Let's show you the Duffy of the mansion and how white men do jump. And stupid people say we don't. Show more Lamborghinis. We're going to basically show a race boat in the backyard, a helicopter, yachts, and some Ferraris. Is that okay? Did I show you some goodies I obtained? You can obtain yours too. It's called Ray's Rules. So that's what we're going to do. Use my blueprint. We're going to see it, believe it, go get it. That's the ultimate goal. So credit repair, sorry. Credit repair is a fraud. What do you think? They got some damn magic wand? This is BS. Okay, you can't rip off your creditor. You can't hide under the blankie. You got to basically write down Section 611, figure out what you can do for yourself too. You see, you got to man up and woman up to adapt. You got to open collection account and negotiate it. You can't rip off your creditor. I already said that too. So here's the 3-step for every one of you. Negotiate any open collection account. All cards are 25, 29%, but 2. A rapid rescore. Now you got a 750. What are you going to do? You go beep, 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 beep all day long? You see, I want to understand. I'd like you to basically learn the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Be a CFO for the corporation and the divisions. As we play, here's your first 25 steps today. Get your credit karma because it's free. And then from there, I want to analyze your credit. I want to basically do all the work for you. And a couple things I'm going to need you to do. That way you end up at 750 score in 90 days. Working days, that is. And all you got to do is understand, I'll call out your name on a Saturday when I talk about your case number, never your name. Here's the biggest problem most of you do. You got an SSN. Mom, you did it at the hospital. You did it before too. You didn't pay attention to this application. You see, it says name at birth other than above, name to use. The SSN is for 1040 tax return. When you look at your Social Security card in your personal wallet today, it'll usually say do not laminate, don't carry with you, and don't use for ID purposes, and property assessment administration, not you. That's the IRS, by the way. So we got a 1040 tax return because we have an SSN to track our income again and again. We got our paycheck years ago. What did we do? We thought the company we worked for ripped us off. Our money, half of it was missing. Till someone pointed out that the IRS gets their cut. You get the leftover. That's what makes us ducks and sheep. So if you understand today that a corporation is a legal person and we the people, you can file that 1244 and almost never pay tax ever again. Isn't that fun? One SSN, all ducks and sheep. Corporation gets a tax ID and they sue the corp. They sue you. What are we supposed to do? Let's do what banks and grocery stores and cities do. But we're going to use division process instead that I invented in 85 and 86. So now I got to rebuild you into the SSM. So the goal is that way you can be a CFO for the corp and the divisions. At the same time, I want you to master an SS4. I'd like you to be 2 CFOs. Choose wisely. Put your ducks in a row under the same corporate umbrella. Is that okay with you? You're no longer going to be a sheep and a duck. From there, there's that form again. In the corner, it says SS5. That's IRS, by the way. So let's look at an SS4. Because your banks, grocery stores, and cities do this every day. Line 1 says entity or individual person. Let's put your name on line 1. Let's build you a set of credit reports for you. So you can write everything off too. It even says banking and credit purpose on the SS4. 1 per entity. So the ultimate goal you get to play. Corporations should only do 4 things. Buffer tax, corporate credit, which you get to write off, fleet car, and get the free buffet. The divisions are the line of defense. Cheap, multiple functions, buy wholesale price, multiple credit reports, real estate, flippity dippity doos, and divisions, and we separate liability. You see, I want you to write down divisions, give you the line of defense. The ultimate goal, they chase the tax ID, credit reports. So as we play today, the ultimate goal is up to you. I'd like you to understand something today. I will guarantee everything that I say that I can do as long as you're part of the program and you follow through. If you violate by jacking up cards or apply during the program, then I will charge you a fee or close your case. It's easy to listen to rules and tools, but you have to follow them too. You got an open collection account, negotiate it. Past can't chase future. IRS problem, what are you going to do? 656 form, 433 A and B. The ultimate goal, step number 3. From here, understand that 750, not hard to do. Let me analyze your credit. Let me add history. Now, here's the thing. I want to change the world. We get 1,000 calls a week, and I want more people to sign up. And I know once they get to know me, they're going to get into the program. We're going to build them up and away. But in the beginning, they have so much BS out there, it's confusing them. So here's a package, is getting to know Ray Reynolds. Let's rebuild the credit, 750. Let's give them articles, also tax if they don't have it. So you do, we'll give you, fine. If not, you have it. We'll give you setup level 1 every Wednesday and Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to set up your line of defense. So we're going to give you bonus cash credit of $5,000. That's right. So 1 package for everybody. So if we did this, 5,000 a package, and let's say you don't want the corp, don't use it. But you want the 5,000, you want your credit score to 750. There you go. You're stuck with me for 90 days as I rebuild your life. By the way, it's $299. It's a giveaway. Because once you get to know me, you're going to want more from me too. Next is $499, you get 10,000. Next, $699, you get 15,000. Next, it is $999, you get 20,000. There's your focus. So based on your budget, no excuse, you get into the program with me today. You can always upgrade your lines of credit you want, but 1 package neutral for everybody. Ultimate goal. Discount is only during the webinar. You might want to tell your friends and family like now, because it only offers today. So there's your Zelle, Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@racecredit.com. You write down RW when you Zelle. And in the message, you write what you Zelle for too. Simple. If you want to give me referrals, please do. That means every referral that you give me, I will build you credit or I will Zelle you 10%. As long as the referral names you when they sign up. If they don't, they blew it for you. You want to make sure you get the credit for that too. You basically email me their name and phone number. From there, it's very simple. If you did that and they signed up today, they get the 18 books and CDs for free. So understand, 888-567-8688. Opt out 5 years to get off the national mailing list, please. From there, number 5 is plan the problem. Your problem is you allowed your life to get someone to kick your ass. You basically spent money on something that didn't make sense. You had a friend and family member rip you off. So now we're going to talk about that safety credit one more time. Stick you behind the card. Limit 25% maintain, never past 29%. Your line of defense, the ultimate goal. So here today, 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. Got it? So understand that discipline I want you to have in place. From there, I know you're going to say, Ray, I got an emergency. I got to jack up my cards. I'm going to say, no, knock off the crap. You don't jack up these when I get you the 750 ever again, ever. You have to understand there are two cards that allow you to max them out to $1 million. As long as you maintain a payment, they never fluctuate your credit score ever again. You will maintain that 750 the rest of your life, and I'll help you do it too. So when you lose your job and you have an emergency, what do? It's simple. Everybody runs out of time, runs out of money, and then go jack up their credit. Then they want to feel sorry for themselves. Simple. From there, the average person wastes $50 every other day. Here's a 5,000 card in my hand. If I max that sucker out as a safety card, the payment's $50 a month. So what the average person wastes or pisses away every other day, they could have maintained a 5,000 credit card. They also say you waste $140 a week. That's $600 a month. If I take $50,000 off of a corporate credit card, which I get to write out off, the payment is $612.26. So what the average person wastes or kind of pisses away every friggin' month, they could have got two pizza restaurants during the pandemic. No excuse. Oh, there it is again. White men do jump. Just stupid people say we don't. Nixon took the gold standard out. Wow. What do we do now? We write down Ray's rules one more time. Two cards, 29%, 71,000 of safety. I can understand using personal credit to start a business. To run it, it's called stupid. Because what happens, you backed yourself in a corner. You jacked it up, got stuck, you can't get any more, and you couldn't write out diddly squat. Using corporate credit, you get to finance the business. And if anything goes wrong, it's going to be a division, not the corporation. Your corporation should never do business. Here's your blueprint. Here's your cake and eat it too. Ray's rules. Step 7. Become a certified CFO. Never bring the pain home. Ultimate goal. So we get to play. There I am, dead in a coma. That sucks. You get on top of the world and God allows you to die in a coma and come back and help people more. Then you have to build it up and away again. H1N1. Once you Google the address and find I'm telling you the truth. Where I parked the race boats and the yachts at the time. 2 comas. First coma, I got to basically be crippled. But I had to get up because Jesus said so. And the world was freaked out that I actually got to walk when I basically could not walk at all. I was crippled for life. Well, that didn't happen. Last coma, I got to die and come back and help you. I guess we get to play. That devil's trying to hold us back and knock us down all the time too. But God's delays aren't God's denials. Why don't we focus on chapter 18? Come on, let's read this. A corporation, what? It's a legal what? A corporation is a legal person. Wow. I'm at a poker game. All right. I'm 7.5 years old. And that's what I hear. I wrote it down to tell me it was weird. Probably true. But if you read it, it says it may sue or be sued. What did I do? I rolled my bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department the next day. There's a library next door. Ma'am, what does this mean? She walked away rudely. She came back. Here's the mic. She's the back. I read the book. Then I figured out there's no blueprint, so I became my own blueprint. So understand, the lack of knowledge makes us do stupid things. You're not stupid, neither am I. But let's understand something. When I started Helping Hand Industries, I was 9.5. $100,000 of credit in the mail. I got named in the movie Dave. So corporations and divisions, I invented divisions. You get to build credit up and away. I even did it for my cat too. Ink Magazine. Could you imagine? I told them to use cash flow to free up your time in my book on page 6. And then I said use plastic to finance your business. Ultimate goal. Why don't you get out your magic wand today and have 9 divisions, corporate umbrella? You see, everybody wants $1 million. You allow me to get the tax ID, I'll get your credit report set up, and I'll build you $1 million of cash credit. Simple. From there, I'll even get you in line you for checkbook money. 9 divisions builds up to $1 million. 41 goes up to $5 million. You get to play, and I'll make you a money-making machine. So this means if I get you this card, gold card, up to 100,000 to $1 million, my next question would be, would you like 9 sisters? You're entitled to 99 more, $100 million. You could put properties in every division. You could put a franchise. One screws up, go get another one. See, there's no reason you bring the pain home. You did it because you don't understand how to play. I invented division process in 85, 86. You get credit from the corporation once you loan it out. You get a cash flow, free up your time on my page 6 in my book, 45 years ago. Let's replace your income or basically enhance it. Ultimate goals, very simple. You like goodies yet? I like goodies. Don't you want some goodies? You better check out your corporation today and find your name on it too. And when they sue that, they sue you. Hope you didn't use your home address. You need to put your ducks in a row. They sue the corp, they sue you. That means you became a duck. That sucks. You create your line of defense, and they're privately filed anyway. So let's understand a division today. It's very simple. I add 2,000 of history, and then I build the credit reports for you. The office sells them for $1,000. They're worth that. I usually discount them to $4.99. Ultimate goes, you can get 1, 2, or 4 today. If you want, I'll give you 9 divisions for $9.99 during the broadcast, or 18 for $16.99. Ultimate goal. Our goal should be getting cash credit cards and $5 million of checkbook money. The ultimate goal, 100,000 to $1 million of supply and vendor money too. That's done in Bradstreet called OPM. As we play, keep in mind there's only 10 great credit cards on the planet, like the gold and platinum cards and all the good pieces too. Here's a spark, up to 100,000. I popped 4 of those this morning. So then I've got 9 more, there's $1 million. The blue, 9 million more, $1 million. The silver, 9 million. Oh, guess what? We get what? The ink card, another 9, you get another $1 million. If we took the gold card, did the same thing, isn't that $5 million of credit? Now I'm talking about the other cards and the checkbook money. Banks will show you on the line, unsecured line of credit up to 150, as long as you have a 2-year corporation. It's called checkbook money. The ability to play, up to $5.4 million, by the way. So we could play today and never bring the pain home again. Now, if you don't have a 2-year corp, let me know. I have some in stock. You can file it in any state you want to, or you just do your own. The office sells it for $9.99. I give it away for $2.99. The ultimate goal. From there, the bottom line is just zell, zell, zell. So the bottom line for you is I have 8 classes on Saturday called specialty and rotation. Saturday, I do 10 classes. This crazy stuff's got to stop. So understand something today. It's pretty simple. All right, we're going to use those safety cards. These 2 cards never fluctuate your credit as long as you maintain the payment, even if you jack them up $1 million. Every cash card requires you to be a CFO. So if you have a problem placing an order, want the same price I offer you today, you email me. There's my email address. It's very simple. Using personal credit to start a business, okay, I'll give you that. Using it to build a business, no. You see, borrow money is not taxable. We're going to use corporate credit all the way. From there, you build your lifetime income. What did I say? That's your cake and eat it too. Ray's rules. You get to play, get you a check today for $1 million. What would you do? Unfortunately, you put in your personal account. You'd have to only keep $375. The rest would go to the IRS too. I tell you to bank it in the corporation. Pay all the bills first, then pay tax on the leftover. No leftover, no tax, it seems to be. Now, here we go again. 11 cities filed bankruptcy. How'd they do that too? Oh, the United States of America Incorporated gets 50 corporations, and they're called states, and states and corporations called cities. The ultimate goal, and then they filed bankruptcy in 11 cities in front of all of you. You could have played the game too, as long as you have no intent to do fraud. So today, why don't you Google bankruptcy and look at SSN SS4, please? Who wants to be the duck the next time? From there, we got choices to play. When I add you to my credit system, I can literally build you up to $1 million, as long as you go to class and not fall on your what and learn to play. So here's that package again. One package today. One package today. It's Ray Reynolds. All right, and we're going to call it basically what? Ray's way to play the game and to win. Personal touch to millionaire. I want everyone to consider, I'm going to rebuild your credit 750. I will give you articles also tax if you don't have them, if you want them. If you don't want them, ignore that part. I'll give you setup level 1 every Wednesday and Saturday, 10 a.m. Teach you the line of defense. And what happens next is very simple. I'm going to start out with 5,000 of credit. All right, that's going to be 17 times your money, because it's ridiculous today for that 90 days and all the pieces. $299 today. It's a giveaway. I want more people in the program every day. From there, if you say you want basically more than 5,000 of credit, same package, here's 10, it's $499. Here's 15, $699. Here's basically 20, $999. No more excuses. And all you got to do is get that discount in Zelle during the broadcast. There's a Zelle. What are you waiting for to do too? You see, you got to beat your doubt, run your race. And get out of my way, I'll repackage you, please. Getting past go. All right, God's gift, the harbor and the mansions and the race boats and yachts too. From there, we got helicopters, Lamborghinis, and buildings. Why don't you change your driver's license today to a P.O. Box mailing address? I'd suggest it, but it's up to you. You're the grown-up too. More privacy. Why don't we look at the car you drive today? Why? Because you let them sweat you for 5 hours, treating you like a sheep and a duck, and 9 inquiries too. By the way, that's not the way you buy a car. It is fleet price tax ID division. Corporate, right? Car, write-off. You see, when you lose a house or a car, the creditor gives it to the IRS as a 1099-C, and now you have a creditor problem and a tax problem too. You didn't plan the problem. Registering of a car should be a division. There's a lawsuit and a bumpity bump, they get diddly squat. Why not? So we get to play. So again, Lamborghini registered on a division. That Lamborghini too. The properties you obtain, why don't you put it in divisions? Why? It's simple. A division, all right, you don't know who's going to fall in suit and kind of screw you up. Your paycheck should offset your taxes. Amazon didn't pay tax on the first 10 billion or the double trillion too, because they know how to play the game. And that's what they do. So understand, there's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. All right, he bought Twitter in 24 hours using a line of credit. He's twiddly-dee, and I think he's totally dumb, but he's got a spaceship. So the other two guys, very simple. Play the game, win the battle, and join the club. Would you like to join today? See, Carl's lines of credit, they offset his state and federal tax. Disney didn't pay tax on $1 billion. They wrote an IOU to themselves. Run your life through a corporation or conjunction. But again, it's paid tax or by a Lamborghini time. You see, your paycheck's taxable income. After you get the leftover, you pay car payment, gas, registration, insurance. I'd be yelling no today and drive a company car like I do. Why don't you take time to get a copy of an SS4 today? You'll find out it says banking and credit purposes. It's public record. You never had to be a duck or a sheep. You chose that to follow along. Here's mom at the hospital. Nixon took the gold standard out. Guess what she has to do? Sign the SSN form for the baby. You see, everything I do is rules and tools. Escrow, close, homestead, trust. You have a house not in a trust and they sue you, they screw you and take it away. And on top of that, guess what happens next? Your family got diddly squat when you die too. You fix up a property today, what happens next? You hire the contractor that hires a subcontractor that stands outside Home Depot. Good workers, when they slip, fall, cut corners, they sue you, they screw you too. My way, they get diddly squat. Why not? Irrevocable trust today. Why don't you think about 19? 6 more to go. Ray, I don't want to pay tax. I hear that all the time. Wesley Snipes tried it. He went to prison for 3 years, fined $5 million. So you can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. If you tried it, go to them and ask for the 656 form 433A and B, and that's irs.gov. That's step 20 today. What you should think about is being an OPM, other people's money, up to 70% discount. No bill due up to 90 days. Take the escrow, the 200,000 you left over, leverage it to 15 million. The ultimate goal, borrow money is not taxable. Line of defense, step 21, blackjack, you get to win. You see, if you want to understand, that's Ray Reynolds University there. 2009, I got to die. They stole my life, came back with nothing too. What am I going to do? Go home and go boo-hoo like you? Sorry, I took out my blueprint. See it, believe it, go get it. I took out my closet divisions, and I built over $53 million of credit since I was 9.5. So you should have closet divisions too, the ultimate goal. So let's play today. Let's understand step 22. All right, 1,000 steps. Ultimate go online 6 days a week. You get to play with me for the last 45 years. Don't you miss this weekend, because this is the life-changing thing for every one of you. If you've been to one, you go again and again. It's like watching a movie, and every time you pick up more information too, your brain memorizes it. Don't forget this. This Friday, Saturday, from 9 in the morning to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Today, through me, it's $1,000. From there, on top of that, $1,000. I want you to understand. You need to start looking for opportunity. I don't care if it's the repo list, the probate list, the divorce list, and the credit we get to obtain. There's the goal. Push forward, look behind. There will be a $10 million company, and the biggest problem we always have is going to be always you. Don't think, just do. The ultimate goal, expos and franchises, and the reality is even hedge funds. So this is why you want to not miss this workshop, these 3 days, the boot camp, my last and final one. You miss it, I'm sorry, you're going to blow it. So today you're getting the 18 books and CDs, and I'm even adding 10,000 of credit for you. Last chance, last changing event. So you got to play. There's your Zell. Got to be Zell to get those bonuses during this broadcast. Simple to do. Corporation's a legal person. The divisions too. What are we going to build? Credit reports every Experian, Trendra, and Equifax. 9, usually up to 5 million is 41. 1 million is usually 9. Ultimate goal, we get to play. So understand something today. 2,000 of history. Added to each one. Credit reports, I charge $4.99. The office is $1,000. Today, if you want 9 divisions, it's $9.99. 18 for $16.99. See, what are you willing to lose? Family? No. Corporation? Divisions? I want you to understand something today. The ultimate goal. All right, I want to make sure we both get checkmate. At the end of the day, step 23. So basically, it's reaching the dream. Think to be the impossible. Ray's rules I've used all my life. And I want to make you into a millionaire corporation. Corp divisions and training you to be a certified CFO. Ultimate goal. You want to be the next millionaire corporation? Let me know. So we get to play. What do we get to do? Show you exactly how to get the American dream. Analyze your credit. And basically show you how to get you the 750 score as long as you do what I ask you to do. And 90 working days too. Ultimate goal, and I'll call your case number on a Saturday at 1:30 Pacific Standard Time. So here we have to remember, never have joint credit. Buy a house, all right? Escrow, closed homestead, trust. Corporation, why people spend thousands, don't know. They didn't learn diddly squat, but they need divisions for their what? Real estate, franchise, current business, set up the line of defense. So the ultimate goal today, raise rules. Credit. Finance the business. Write it all off. Step 24. So today, you want that 750, that's all you want. I'm going to analyze you at history. But I want one package for everybody. So I'll rebuild your credit 750 rapid score. Articles also tax 80. I'll give you for free if you don't want it. Then say no. Set up level 1. Classes on Saturday too for 90 days. So the bottom line is here's 5,000 of credit. And you're going to basically, if it's Zelle during this broadcast, it's ridiculous, but it's $299. Now where there's excuse. You want 10,000, it's $499. You want 15,000, it's $699. You want 20,000, it's $999. It's a Zelle now. Discount is only during the broadcast. Zelle, Ray Reynolds recipient, Ray at rayscredit.com. See, your goal is to build that corporation divisions. Your banks and grocery stores do it in front of you using subsidiaries. Your goal should be stop bringing the pain home. All right, become a certified CFO and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. Ultimate goal, look behind the curtain. Stay safe, stay strong, do your best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. The ultimate goal, what I offered today, is only good, all right, for the next minute or two. And if you need to call 800-510-3338, go ahead. They're not going to give you the same discount I gave you. So the goal is do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And at the end of the day, we never forget. God loves us all.